third time in 2 weeks, an Allegiant airplane has had to make an emergency landing. We've put Contact 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears on the case, and she found that's business as usual, according to the airline's own pilots.
The skies have been pretty unfriendly lately to Las Vegas-based Allegiant Air. The low-cost airline had to abort an East Coast flight just last night due to an engine issue. This comes 2 days after a flight bound for Fresno had to come back to Las Vegas again for engine issues. Monday's incident involved an MD-80 that took off from St. Pete Clearwater International Airport in Florida, bound for Richmond, Virginia. The jet, with 146 passengers and 6 crew members on board, diverted to Greensboro, North Carolina. Allegiant says their maintenance team is investigating the cause. The airline is already under investigation by the Federal Aviation Administration after a flight from Las Vegas made an emergency landing 2 weeks ago in Fargo, North Dakota because it was low on fuel. Allegiant tells Contact 13 the 3 emergency landings are unrelated to one another, and they have no reason to believe there are any systemic issues. They say safety is their top priority, but their own pilots dispute that. Amid stalled contract negotiations, the Allegiant Pilots Union says the airline cuts corners and compromises safety, using old aircraft and inexperienced mechanics. In a letter to members of Congress, the FAA, and the public, the Pilots Union reports 65 instances in just 6 months from September 2014 to March of this year. The incidents involve flights that were diverted, had to return to the airport or gate, or had to abort takeoff due to engine or mechanical problems. Allegiant pilots claim there's a lack of process to document equipment failures, a lack of reliable spare parts, and inadequate tools, training, and equipment. They accuse the airline of having a just move the metal mentality where mechanics ask pilots to take aircraft as is. Allegiant calls the union claims an effort to manipulate the public. I've requested all FAA enforcement actions against Allegiant to see what the government has documented. We will update this story as soon as we get that. In the studio, Darcy Spears, Channel 13 Action News.
We're learning more